What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Appreciate Greatness. Today, it's been a while, but today I'm going to talk about, just kind of ramble pretty much about the Olympics and the 2028 Olympics and the 2024 Olympics because I think there's, you know, a lot of questions surrounding Team USA at this point. Obviously, we'll talk about this here first. Incredible, incredible! What a year it was, just all around for Olympics, in general, but also Olympics basketball really was fantastic to watch. From France, from Germany, from Canada, South Sudan with a big win. I believe, their first Olympic win, even I think it was an exhibition game, but it was still one of their first wins ever, and so that's awesome. The U.S. obviously, France obviously. I don't know. I probably said them. Serbia. So it was an incredible, incredible Olympics. But I want to talk about Team USA. Steph, LeBron, KD all playing together for the first time in an Olympics, and probably the last time we'll ever see, except for the All-Star game. But that's not too serious. That's not something that's competitive, ultra competitive like the Olympics. It was incredible to watch these guys go to work. We saw moments from all of them. We saw the leadership from LeBron. We saw the shooting from Steph. We saw KD at the end of the game taking the ISO, taking it by himself and making the shot. We saw a big game, and was that game one or game two, where he was knocking down everything. He wasn't missing. And so I think it was game two against Serbia. So to me, it was the perfect Olympics for those three. Steph taking over at the end. I think he made four straight threes at the end of the France game, finals Olympics game, and so it was incredible for those three. And then you look at a guy like Book, Devin Booker. To me, I made a YouTube short. Go check that out about this exact conversation where I believe, to me, Devin Booker was the MVP. And I'm trying to remember these off my head. He averaged 11.7 points, 56.8% from the field, 56.5% probably, I think, from three, 20 assists to three turnovers. He was a plus 78 throughout the entire tournament. He was incredible, doing all the little things, getting rebounds, getting loose balls, playing great on-ball defense. There was not once There's not once that I can remember where he was out of position. Everyone else there would be, Steph to KD to LeBron to Embiid to even Derek White and Drew Holiday. They got out of position. I don't remember seeing Book should have gotten a step further out to the block where he was in help. There was none of that from Book, and he was incredible. And so I do want to talk about the future roster. I also want to talk about the future France roster because it is looking incredible. Just the big three that France will have. Nolan Traore, who is a 2025 draft prospect who I have fallen in love with. I am notorious. I'm not really notorious for it. I'm a very small YouTube channel, but I in 2022, I guess. I think it would have been 2022 before I really did a whole bunch of research on Scoot and Wemby. I said that Scoot was the top prospect to me because he was 17, because he had played in the G League and had done so well. I expected him to take a big jump in G League play. He wasn't crazy good, and so I ended up finally saying, hey, Wemby is the guy. And then Wemby just really, really impressed me. I was like, yeah, this guy, Wemby, is a guy. He's a dog. And so I might be having another one of those moments right now where I've watched the film. I think Cooper Flag is better than Nolan Traore, but I think it is a lot closer than people want to say it is. I think Nolan Traore is going to be better than Dylan Harper. I think just right now, going into next season, I think he's going to be better than Dylan Harper. I think he's going to be better than Ace Bailey. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. I think it's going to be fun to watch, but they'll have Nolan Traore, who I believe is going to be an incredible, incredible basketball player. Bilal Coulibaly, I believe, will develop into an all-star. I was actually going to make a video about him and the Wizards. I just haven't had much time to do so. And then Wemby, obviously. He, in 4 years, is probably going to be one of the greatest players in the NBA, probably the best player in the NBA at that time. But you have those three, and they might be running FIBA, the Olympics, whatever. Our roster looks interesting. I wrote down some names. I don't have every single name. I wrote down names off the top of my head. I could be missing someone, but here is what I got. So we have Ja Morant, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Dylan Harper. Those are my five, and Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards. Those are my 8 guards right now, and there's only 12 spots. Remember that. So those are my 8 guards, and I have Herb Jones, J-Dub, Jason Tatum, Brandon Miller, Paolo, KD, Cooper Flagg, Scotty Barnes, Zion, Chet, Bam, AD. Those are my, my contenders. KD is kind of a maybe right now. I think he probably is going to retire, but I'm really, really praying he can make it. So we'll take him out. That leaves us with, let's see how many players we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we had to get rid of 8 guys. We'll get rid of KD for now. Possibly makes it. So we'll, once we get 12 players, we'll say, hey, this guy's probably interchangeable with KD if he's still there. But Ja, I can't see a world where he doesn't develop into something crazy. I think he is a really, really great athlete who could really be an awesome defender in the FIBA type games. Halliburton, I probably see starting next Olympics. I think that's why he got invited to this Olympics, was, get him a little bit of experience at least. Jalen Brunson, I think, is going to be an odd man out. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Dylan Harper right now. Even though, he's a 6'6" point guard, you can never, that size with the handling ability Dylan Harper has, after I guess it'll be 3 years in the NBA, once 2028 comes around, I would love to see how he is. I don't think he'll make it. A guy like Cade Cunningham also comes to mind when we're talking about tall point guards, a 6'7" guy who can handle the ball, probably can play the 3. We just haven't seen much from him with the Pistons. This current Piston roster is just not built for him. But we'll go Ja. I think we're going to keep Ja. Halliburton, probably going to keep. And now it comes down to Brunson and Maxey. Do we want to keep both of these guys? Do we want to keep one? Or do we want to get rid of both of them? To me, I like the way Maxey can move without the ball. I don't love the defense. I'm going to get rid of Jalen Brunson. I think he'll be 31 by then. And so that gives us 3 point guards. And we'll move on. We'll come back if we have to. But I do like having Tyrese Maxey on the floor because he can move really well without the ball. I think he could be a decent point guard, not a point of attack defender, just a decent guy guarding a point guard. I think he could do that. Book to me is a lock. He's a lock in the starting role too. You could put him at point guard, which might be what we do. I would just like to have a guy like Hallie, who is a real point guard. A playmake first. Get my guys involved point guard. I think that would be much better in the FIBA setting than a combo guard playing point guard like Book is and does with the Suns. But I do like, Booker takes on that role, so maybe we think, hey, he's going to do exactly that this year again, which is just take on the role of playing defense, making plays, and maybe he saw that it's Steph, KD, LeBron, so I need to do that. In this one, he won't want to do that, maybe. I don't know. I see Ant being a top player. I see Paolo being a top player. So what we could do, we'll get to it, but Book is a lock. Donovan Mitchell, I'm a toss-up in the air as a maybe right now. Ant is a lock. Herb could possibly be. I think Tatum is also a lock. Herb, I would love to see that defensive potential. The defense there would be incredible. If we have to get a stop or something, we got Herb to go to. Keep him in there, but that's also kind of why I put Scotty Barnes in there, because Scotty is a, multi-tool knife, or what's that called? A Swiss Army knife. He's a Swiss Army knife when it comes to that. So I would maybe say Scotty Barnes is over Herb. I like J-Dub a lot. Again, another Swiss Army knife that we could have. Tatum, probably a lock to me. I wish I could highlight these or something. So I'll throw parentheses around these guys. So we're going to have Tatum as a lock. We're going to have Ant as a lock. So that's 2. And then Book as a lock, which is 3. And I guess Ja and Halliburton are probably locks. So that's 4 and 5. Which is, sure, we have 5 locks right now. Moving on to the forward position, though, or the power forward position, though, which we could have Tatum here. But Paolo, to me, in 4 years, is going to be top 7, top 5 player in the NBA. I do think Shea will be up there still. I think maybe top 10, top 7. So Paolo's there. Flagg, I don't know. I just can't really tell. He was awesome for the select team this year, and that's what really gives me hope. But will he be fully ready to go? He could be one of those young guys like we saw with Halliburton this year. So we might keep him there. Scotty could. Zion could. So we have 7 locks. Chet, Bam, and AD. I think all three of these guys are locked. Bam can play the 4 alongside AD or Chet, and it would help both. I think Bam helps both Chet and AD with the fact that of rebounding, also the fact of being able to kind of guard the paint and be roamers, while Bam does more dirty center work. So I think we're gonna lock all three of these guys, Bam, Chet, and AD, and then we'll look at what we have from there. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 locks. So we have 3 guys to choose from between Maxey, Mitchell, Herb, Dub, Brandon Miller, Flag, Scotty Barnes, and Zion. 8 players, we have 3 to choose from. Tyrese Maxey or Donovan Mitchell, to me, in 4 years, it's probably going to be Maxey, especially with the way he can play without the ball in his hands. I do really think we're going to have some sort of spark off the bench. And I think Donovan Mitchell in 4 years, let's see how old he'll be. In 4 years, if he's like 31 or so, we will definitely be able to say Donovan Mitchell's, he'll be 31 in 3 years, or 4 years, excuse me. I think we're going to keep Donovan Mitchell. I think we go to Herb, Dub, or Brandon Miller. We got to cut 2 of these guys, probably, right? We'll cut. I think Brandon Miller is going to be really freaking good too. This is incredibly hard. But we have kind of the mainstays. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 guys right now left. And so 5 have to get cut off this list. If I'm being completely truthful, I would like to get rid of Maxey, Mitchell. Probably keep Herb, which would put us to 10, right? Because we have 9. So what if we're just going to be experimental here. What if we keep Herb? That's 10. Now Flag, Scotty, and Zion. I think I'm going to get rid of Zion. I don't think, just the health concerns. I think he'll be good. I don't think he'll be spectacular. I don't think he'll be great. So get rid of Zion. Cooper, Flag, and Scotty Barnes. Scotty can be that guy who's just but if we have Herb, we don't need Scotty. So I'm going to get rid of Scotty too, which leaves Cooper, Flag, Brandon Miller, J-Dub, Mitchell, Dono, and Tyrese Maxey for 2 spots. I would love to see Dub in there. I would love to see Cooper, Flag in there. And then Mitchell, Maxey, Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller almost has to be a lock because of the scoring off the bench again. If we have him, we'd probably keep Maxey. But I guess we have Jaw off the bench too. Or Halliburton. Or both. We'll probably have Jaw off the bench already. So we'll have Jaw. We don't need 2 guards then, right? We can go Brandon Miller at the 2. So we get rid of both of these guys. Have Jaw come off the bench. And then we have Ant, Herb, Tatum at the 3 or whatever. So we need 2 spots. We have 3 guys. Cooper, Flag, J-Dub. Wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 1 spot. We have Dub and Flag left. I think Dub probably gets snubbed here. I think Cooper, Flag, having him. But, I mean, also, J-Dub's played the 4. I don't think that's his natural position. I think he's a 3. But he's played the 4. He can play the 4. He's strong, built well. I think he'll be a Swiss Army knife as well, which as many of those as you can have, you need. We're going to get rid of Cooper Flag. I think we're going to get rid of Cooper Flag. He'll be in Season 3. Dub will be in Season 6 by then. So that's what we're going to roll with. We got Jaw, Halliburton, Book, Ant, Herb, Dub, Tatum, Brandon Miller. That's 8. And then Paolo, Chet, Bam, AD equals 12. So let's write out a little lineup here. Do we think Hallie will start over Ja? Probably, because of the playmaking ability. So we're going Hallie at the 1. I love Book at the 2. But I can see Ant being a top 5 player in the NBA in 4 years. So that really makes it hard but also Ant saw KD coming off the bench this year. KD is one of the best players in the league also. I think I'm going to start Book. And then I think you have to have one of Ant or Tatum come off the bench. You can't go Ant, Tatum, Chet, Bam, AD, or whoever we want to play there. We're going to go with let's run Tatum at the 3. Let's run Paolo at the 4. This is just going to be a test. I don't like going Bam here. I think we'll go AD with this lineup. And then that will lead us to having Chet as the backup there, Bam as the backup here. I guess Herb as the backup here, right? Or Dub, or probably Dub. And then Ant, and then Ja. So we have Ja, Ant, Dub, Bam, Chet off the bench. That's almost as good, if not as good, as the starting lineup. Hallie, Book, Tatum, Paolo, AD, Ja, Ant, Dub, Bam, Chet, Brandon Miller, and who am I missing? Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. Do I only have 11 here? Oh, Herb. And I'm missing, yeah. Right? Herb and, no, I'm missing someone. Who? Oh, Herb and Brandon Miller. That's who I'm missing. Okay, I think I like that. Hallie, Book, Tatum, Paolo, AD. I think that's a good combination of size, scoring, defense, playmaking. Because Book and Tatum defensively are really good. AD defensively is really good. Will be really good. I know he'll be 34, 35. I think he'll be 34 by the time the next Olympics rolls around, but I think he's still going to be an elite defender. And then off the bench, you have Ja, Ant, Dub, Bam, Chet. That defensive backcourt is insane. I love that. I think that's going to be the lineup. And then you have Brandon Miller and Herb Jones to use when needed. So we'll write them in there. And then Herb. I love that. I love that a lot. So yeah, I mean I think that's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be problems. I think that team can compete with France by far. I think they win the Olympics. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We kind of just went through, did some lineup stuff, whatever, talked about some guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. I hope I made one of y'all day. Yeah, I'll talk about everything later. Peace.